Hi, I feel like it's been 1600 years since I made another video. One I uploaded prior to this is before I started school, but I've since started school, and let me tell you, it's not that bad. I thought I wouldn't like it, going to school in the city. I don't really like the city, but once you actually get past the city part and get to the college, I like it. I didn't want to make another update video because that's really boring, plus I need to put something else out on my channel. Even though I'm trying to focus on mostly my grades right now, that's why I only work every other weekend. I still want to put out videos for you guys because I have fun with it and it's something to do. I figured I'd do something that probably not everybody's gonna like because not a lot of young folk seem to be reading anymore. Does that make me old? Gosh, I'm only 20. I mean, this should come as really no surprise, though. It was gonna happen eventually anyway. I mean, look behind me at the entire background I have. It's all books. They're real, I swear. They're not props. They're gonna be in no particular order, and a lot of them are gonna be fantasy-esque. I have a bunch of historical, based on kind of real-life situation books, but they're not really my favorite. Like, for example, the books holding up my camera right now are The Merchant of Venice, Chronicle of a Death Foretold, Crime and Punishment, and The Roundhouse. Now, given, I had to get those for my literature class, but I'm still probably gonna read them just because I like books. So in no particular order, here are my book suggestions. You've probably seen the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, you've heard about the movie. It's The Fault in Our Stars. Some people didn't really like the movie. They thought that the book was way better, which, yeah, the book is always better, but come on, it was a pretty good movie. This book is a real tearjerker if you're a crier. I'm not a crier, but I almost cried at this book. It's about this girl who has cancer, but she ends up going to this support group and meets this guy, and it's really good for a tragic story. It's really funny. John Green's one of my favorite authors ever. He's awesome. He's incredible. Now, the next one I'm in the middle of reading, but I saw the movie when I was in middle school, I think. And it's Eragon. It is, as you can tell, about a dragon, but Eragon's not actually the dragon. Eragon is the rider who happens to get a dragon. And it's basically about him trying to figure out where this dragon came from, what he's supposed to do with it, and he's trying to hunt down these guys who killed people that he loves. It's pretty good. Now, the next one is another series of books that I have been reading since I can't even remember when. I think I started them in middle school, not by choice, by force. I was forced by my friend to read them, which is the Warriors series. Yes, there's a cat on the front. Yes, it's about cats, but it's not about cats like you might think about cats, like cat videos on YouTube, you know? It's nothing like that. It's very dark and very tragic sometimes. This isn't even one of the books from the first set of series. They have sets of series. Kind of like Goosebumps. I read the full first and second series. I don't even know what you call them. Series, seasons. How do you have seasons of books? Is that a thing? The whole story is the first series follows this cat named Rusty, I think is his original name. But he joins this clan of other cats, the Thunder Clan. There's a Thunder Clan. See if I can remember these. Thunder Clan, Shadow Clan, Wind Clan, and River Clan, and something else, I think. And he comes in as Fire Paw, and then he moves up in ranks and becomes Fire Blaze or something. It's been a while, okay? But then he becomes the leader of the clan. So the first couple series follows his adventure, but then the next couple series I think follows his kids' adventures. So they have their original series, even though this isn't the original one. This is, I think, the second series. Like I said, it's been a really long time since I've read any of these books. They have standalone novels. This was just one. It's in kind of rough shape. I was a rough kid. And then they have the more modern series. This is actually really pretty cover art. I think this is the last book that I ever bought. By that I mean last book of this series I ever bought, because after that, I don't know. I guess either I grew up or I just wasn't interested anymore. And by I grew up, I mean this isn't children's books. There's a lot of death and gore in some of these, even though it's about cats. And I think it's made for youths. Honestly, I wish I still read these because Warriors was one of those series that really got me into books. I've always really liked books, but this was the it. I know you just love all these children's books, so the next one is an actual children's book. You should recognize this one. It's the same kind of area as How to Train Your Dragon. I think it's actually the same author as How to Train Your Dragon. This one came after that initial book, I believe. And I just fell in love with it. It's a book for kids, but it's still one of my favorite books ever. It might actually be my favorite book ever. If you liked the How to Train Your Dragon movie, you should read the book, and you should read this book. This is How to Be a Pirate. It is phenomenal. It's so good. I love the writing style. There's like pictures, there's like fake blood on it. It's so good. If you like adventurous books, and even if you're 20 years old like I am, I think you should pick up a copy of this and read it. It's really funny. Switching over quite a bit from our children's literature is our more mature, older people literature, and I picked Darkly Deeming Dexter, which I only finished a little while ago, actually. And no, this is not Dexter's Laboratory, but yes, this is what the TV show Dexter was based off of. Dexter is about a guy who is a blood spatter analyst, but secretly he's a serial killer. Now, I know what you're saying, that's terrible. Like, why? But he's not a bad serial killer. He only kills people who killed other people. It's very good, but it's very dark. It's very bloody. There's a lot of death. Clearly, there's a lot of death. But if you like those kind of darker literature books, which are some of my favorite, you will really like this book. Please do yourself a favor. And I picked a romance novel. Now, I know you're all going, oh God, no, romance is like my least favorite genre. Yeah, I know. I'm not really that big into romance, but there are some exceptions. So I picked the book Collide, and Collide has a sequel, which I also have, which is called Pulse. I actually haven't read Pulse. I think I got about a chapter in, and I never finished it, which I need to do though. But Collide is really good. I really fell in love with this book. It's one of those that I think I read it in a day, maybe a day and a half. This girl, I forget her name, I think it's like Emma or Casey or something like that. Okay, her name's Emily. Did I say Emily? It's Emily. She basically has this asshole abusive boyfriend, and she meets this other guy named Gavin, and he's like dope as hell, he's nice. I think he's rich too in the book. And it's not just about her falling in love with him because he's rich. At first she doesn't even really like him, but then, you know, some stuff starts to happen and they grow feelings and stuff. Like I said, I'm not really one for romances. I don't really like all that gooey crap, but this book was an exception. I really liked it. It's really good. It's really not known too well. Not like 50 Shades of Grey, which don't even get me started on that, which yes, I actually do own that book. No, I swear I didn't buy it for that weird shit. I want to see what it's about, you know? I keep hitting this box in the freaking corner. I only put it there because my cat wanted to sleep in it. That's mainly what I wanted to say in this video because I needed to do something other than just updates. But I updated you a little bit at the beginning of the video. Hopefully I'll think of another video to do for you guys in the future sometime. I'm gonna try to be better about it. I really am. I know I've said that before and I'm not, but I'm really gonna try. Sorry if I'm like low sometimes. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. I don't know if my camera's steady enough. But my foot's asleep and I'm gonna go eat some lunch because it's 3:20 and I've only had like chicken today and a protein shake. So I'll catch you on the flip side and deuces.